The darkness of night had not yet fully faded, and yet a silent game between the world's most powerful forces had already begun. A game where bullets are rarely fired, but decisions have the power to reshape the fate of millions. And this time Pakistan stands right at the center of this unfolding reality. The story begins in Washington inside the White House, where a new and highly sensitive message arrives carrying a proposal from Iran. And the country chosen to deliver this message is Pakistan, stepping quietly into the role of a diplomatic bridge between two long-standing adversaries. For years, tensions between the United States and Iran have remained at dangerous levels, with repeated attempts at nuclear negotiations collapsing before any meaningful resolution could be achieved. Yet this moment feels different, as behind closed doors new possibilities begin to take shape. Pakistan's role appears calm on the surface, but beneath this diplomatic effort lies deep uncertainty, because at the very same time a sudden and sophisticated aerial attack targets a U.S. military base in Kuwait, sending shockwaves across the region without any clear warning or immediate claim of responsibility. Within minutes, the situation escalates into high alert as the United States launches an investigation, tracking possible links across regional networks, and soon an alarming allegation begins to circulate suggesting potential Indian involvement, a claim that remains unproven but intensifies the already fragile environment. What was once a focused conflict between the U.S. and Iran now begins to expand into a complex web involving multiple countries, where every move carries weight, and every accusation adds another layer of tension to an already unstable situation. At the same time, Pakistan is facing serious challenges within its own borders as economic pressure continues to build, forcing the state bank to sharply increase interest rates in an attempt to control rising inflation, a decision that directly impacts ordinary citizens by making loans more expensive and slowing down business activity. As economic strain grows, another crisis emerges in the form of an intense heat wave that grips large parts of the country, pushing temperatures to dangerous levels and placing immense stress on the power infrastructure, resulting in widespread and prolonged outages that leave cities in darkness and people struggling to cope. This situation transforms from a simple weather event into a broader systemic challenge, exposing vulnerabilities and testing the resilience of both institutions and the population at a critical time. Amid these internal and external pressures, President Asif Ali Zardari's visit to China introduces a significant development, as new agreements are signed focusing on water resource management and technological cooperation, reinforcing an already strong partnership between the two nations. These agreements go beyond economic collaboration and signal a strategic alignment, indicating that Pakistan is not only managing crises, but also actively working to secure long-term stability and growth through international partnerships. Meanwhile, global attention shifts toward Lebanon, where escalating violence continues to worsen the situation, with frequent reports of new attacks adding to the growing instability and increasing concern across the Middle East. As tensions rise in multiple regions simultaneously, experts begin to warn about an even greater risk, highlighting the potential dangers surrounding nuclear safety if the current trajectory of conflict and instability continues unchecked. The possibility that even nuclear facilities could become vulnerable introduces a level of risk that extends far beyond regional boundaries, making the consequences of any miscalculation potentially catastrophic. At this point, the broader picture becomes clearer, revealing a world divided between ongoing diplomatic efforts and rising military tensions, between economic struggles and environmental crises, all converging at a single critical moment. In the middle of this complex and evolving landscape stands Pakistan, navigating multiple fronts at once while balancing diplomacy, internal stability, and strategic alliances in an increasingly uncertain global environment. The real question is no longer about what might happen, but rather when and how these interconnected tensions will unfold, and whether current diplomatic efforts can lead to a breakthrough or simply represent a temporary pause before further escalation. As the world watches closely, it becomes evident that when global powers move against each other, the impact never remains confined to borders. And in times like these, even silence carries meaning, hinting at outcomes that are yet to be revealed.